Hello, friends. Wait. Okay. Hello, friends. So I'm currently on my third lesson of motorbike, but technically it's 6 out of 15. This lesson was relatively simple. So just had to cycle on a plank and do something we call a kind of sidle, basically like turning without hitting the cones. And yet I failed, and I failed really bad. How bad? I almost crashed my bike 4 times. Almost got into an accident with a lorry, and not one, not two, not three, four instructor came to my instructor to complain about my driving. Now, usually what happens when I fail my driving test or any test, which is very common by now if you cannot tell, I just sulk in bed, scroll my phone to distract me from the fact that I have failed another test and thus have no worth, no value, till eventually the whole day is wasted.
Well, not today, because my best friend asked me to go to the beach.
It's 3 p.m., 4 p.m. already. I haven't reached the beach, so time and chance fail.
Normally, I would not agree to go out on a day after my motorbiking lessons.
To walk in the sun, and I'm like cooked on this side because the sun is from this side.
But I feel shitty after a day of doing nothing, so why not try something different for once? Totally did not forget that I agreed to go out earlier last week.
I wish I brought my sunglasses. I feel like my eyes can't open anymore. Maybe we can walk there. It's doable.
So on my long journey to the beach, I started thinking about why I suck at motorbiking, and I figured it's probably because I get super anxious, which messes me up when I'm trying to ride. But then I read somewhere that stress and anxiety are actually different things. Stress is like when you're freaking out about real problems, you know, like you're running late for an important meeting and your bike engine is making weird noises. But anxiety, that's when you're worried about stuff that might not even happen, like you're imagining crashing your bike every time you twist the throttle. So basically, anxiety is more fear-based. I'm probably more stressed than anxious when I'm learning to ride. I mean, it's both, but I think I'm more stressed than anxious.
Mission accomplished. We have reached the beach before the sun sets. Ta-da! Finally, our Shake Shack. Yay!
And once I got that, I could pick up a better way to deal with it. Here's 3 things I did that worked for me. Number 1, goal reminder. During stressful events, it helps to remember why you're doing it in the first place, especially if you're doing it to lend a hand to others. I'm learning to ride a bike because I want to travel more with my best friend, for example, Krabi, Thailand. And when we are thinking about others during hard times, it actually changes our brain chemistry to make us feel more hopeful and brave. Breathing techniques. When you breathe out, your diaphragm moves up, making less space for your heart, which speeds up blood flow. This triggers your brain to tell your heart to chill. And if you make your out breath longer and more forceful than your in breath, it slows your heart rate down and calms your body. Next, we've got music. There's this song called Weightless by Macaroni Union that's been dubbed the world's most relaxing song. It starts off with 60 beats per minute, which is like the average resting heart rate, and then it slows down to 50 beats per minute. After I listen to that, I switch to my favorite regular songs, which I hum along to while I'm riding to keep my stress level in check. Now let's see how well these tips work on the day of my next driving test.
It's 7 now. I woke up at 6. Class is at 7:30. I hope I can make it.
Yeah, time management is just not a thing with me. Alright, if you can't tell, I'm actually mouthing I passed silently before I can head home to celebrate fully.
I passed my test. Yes.
Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful and motivational for you and whoever is struggling to pass their driving test. Let's work hard for our license together. On a separate note, Past Clarissa would like to share some practical tips on how to pass lesson number 3.
whoever is struggling to pass 3.01, the plank, just look at the red light, your tail light of your person in front. Just stare at it, stare long enough, right? Your hand will auto like balance on the beam. So that's how I pass.